So now, if we read the question carefully, a right pentagonal pyramid. So if you read the 3-4 words, you should get what type of solid you have to make, right? Then read carefully ahead. Pentagonal pyramid of 50 base side and 90 height, lying on one of its triangular surface on the ground. Okay, such that the top view of an axis is inclined at an angle 45 degree to the VP, right? Draw its front view, top view when the apex of the pyramid is nearer to VP. Now it might seem that only one angle is given, right? But if you read the question carefully here, they have mentioned that it is lying on one of its triangular surface on the ground, that is on the HP. Now it might be the case that you don't understand where to locate the true shape, that is a pentagonal pyramid, that is the pentagon, where to place, whether it should be placed above the xy or below the xy. Now how to get sure, right? Here we have seen that definitely you will be asked a question which will be involving a two angles, right? So it is mentioned here 45 degree inclined to VP. So if it is inclined to VP, so here will be the step number 5, correct? Because here you can say that it will be inclined to the VP. So if it is a step number 5, step number 4 will be here, right? Then step number 3 will be here, step number 2 will be here, and step number 1, that is where we have to draw a pentagon, which is a base of the given object. In this way you can proceed. Similar question is ahead, so I will take immediately. Here if you read the question, a cone of 70 length of axis is resting on one of its generators in the HP, while its axis is inclined at 45 degree to VP and apex is nearer to the observer. Draw the projections of this cone if the generators of the cone are inclined at 60 degree to the base. Here it might seem that the two angles are given, right? Definitely two angles are given in this case, right? One more thing is not given in this case is the base of the cone. What should be the base, right? Because here directly the we can say that is axis height is given, that is the length of the axis is given. So in this case base you will have to assume, right? And then it is resting on the generators in the HP, right? So this is very similar to this case where triangular face is on the HP. Okay, so we will start with this question. Pentagonal pyramid, 50 base side, height 90 lying on one of its triangular surface on the ground, right? So here we should make the pentagonal pyramid first, that is pentagon first, right? Number of sides will be 5, right? Then instead of the center of polygon, select for the edge, right? Now it is, there will be two possibilities how we should take the pentagon. Definitely this will not be either this or this should be the orientation. Now how to decide, right? So if we take this orientation, right, then in the third step, that is after we draw the pyramid's true shape here above, we can make the pyramid to be inclined on its triangular face. So this will be the triangular face that will be made aligned with this xy. That's why we should make this orientation. Anyway, if we rotate this and make the other orientation, that will not be wrong, but we will have to change the our diagram sense. So I suggest you to make this pentagon which will be having corner on the left. So I will redraw again. So number of sides 5, enter, edge, right? What is the side? It's 50, right? Then we will move this enter. In this way we can move, right? It is too far from the XY, so I will moving it little closer. While moving, you may switch off this O snap, okay, but keep the ortho on, right? Yes, in this way. Now I will give the names. So I already typed the name here. I will just explode it and I will move this. So let us call this point as A, B here, then C to the next one, D to the next, and finally this will be the point E, right? Now we take the projections, again switched on the ortho and O snap again, right? This way. Wait, somebody is trying to enter. Yes, admit. Right, now we take this projections, right, and the last projection we take it from CD. Okay, so now we will name this. This will be definitely A dash, right? This will be definitely B dash comma E dash, right? And finally we will have this point which will be C dash comma D dash. Okay, now the question is, from which point we will have to look at the axis, that is height, right? So here make sure from this O snap setting geometric center option is on, right? Once it is ensured, take a line command, select any nearby point, don't select, just move your mouse. Once you will be able to locate this axis point, draw one line, ortho mode on, till this xy, then from the xy you draw a height of 90 like this. Okay, then you join with this, okay, in this way, and then in this way. Okay, in this way you will have to proceed. So now it's a pyramid, correct? This will be the axis. I should change the line type to the center. Then for the pyramid we see that this needed to be joined. Okay, so we will call this point where all the edges meet. Let us call this as O. See, it's the effect of O snap that we will not be able to move appropriately. Right? Now we'll let us call this as O. Right? Similarly, this point. This point is A dash. So this will be O dash. Correct? Because it's the apex. Okay. Now I can make the edges thick. So I can thick the one edges like this. I select this and then I can apply the match properties to the edges which I wanted to make thick. Do remember, in exam if you forget, your marks will not be reduced, but I suggest you to make this, right? But don't waste much time in making the lines thick, because depending upon your configuration of the PC, the line thickness may appear or may not appear, right? Here it should be on, right? And one more thing you should remember, that if after making the line is thick and if it is disappearing from the screen, so how to enable that so that the line gets displayed properly? Go to the options, right? Then go to the system, go to the graphic performance, instead of advanced mode select the basic mode and click on OK. I go again, what we have to do, go to the options, go to the system tab, you will see a graphic performance. Then within graphic performance, go to the 2D display settings. Here you select the basic mode if it is advanced mode, and then click on OK. So that will enable the line thickness to be appeared on the screen if it is getting disappeared. Otherwise don't do anything, it will be automatically gets corrected. Now as per the given question, it is mentioned that it is lying on a triangular surface on the ground. So how to make that? Select this, right? Copy this. You can switch off the O snap and switch on the ortho mode, right? Like this. Then again select this because we wanted to make this surface. Which is the surface? O dash C dash to D dash. So if you closely look, that's O dash C dash to D dash is a triangular face, correct? You can see here OCD is a triangle, so definitely O dash C dash D dash will be a triangular face. This triangular face we wanted to align with the XY. How to do that? Click on the rotate command, right? Select the base point as I have switched on the O snap again, CD point. Now don't do anything ahead, just click on the reference, right? Go to the C point again, go to the O dash again, right? And then click on the XY line, or it will be automatically get aligned like this. Now you can move it slightly behind in this way. You might have to switch it off the O snap like this. Okay, understood this? How to do the alignment?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Even though Rujul, this is a question for SEO 23, but the first two steps, that is, this is the stage 1, this will be the stage 2, are common for both, right?
Okay, sir.
Yes. So now what we will have to do, from each point, let us say this point is A dash, right? We will take the projection. From B dash D dash we take the projection, then C dash D dash we take the projection. Now we will have to take one more projection, that is from the axis base point like this. Okay, then we will take the projection from the O like this. Then this projection needed to be intersected with, let us say this is the projection obtained from this point is A. We have to go ahead to the locate the O, right? Then we will have to project this for B, right? Then we will have to project it for C. Similarly, this will be the point D, right? And this will be the point E, correct? Now we will name these points. So moving this from here, where is the A point? You can see here, this is the projection from A, and this is AO projection. So copy A. I am purposely switching off the O snap so that I can properly place. This is the A point. This copy B. See, on this vertical line your B and E will be there, so this point should be B, right? Then we'll copy C. Where is C? You can see here, this is a CD projection, and this is a horizontal line from C, so this should be the C, right? Then we will copy D, right? So on the same vertical line C and D will appear, so this will be the point D. Finally we will place the E, copy E, right? B and E are one vertical line, right? This is a horizontal line passing, so this point will be E, right? Now we'll place the O. O will be on this horizontal line and the intersection of this vertical line obtained from O. Now the question is how to join, right? For joining, we will have to look it from this direction. Which direction? Observer will be here because we are drawing a top view, correct? So as we are drawing a top view, right, we are looking in this direction vertically downwards, correct? So this is the edge that we will be definitely seen, o dash to a dash, as well as o dash to b dash and o dash to e dash. So first we will join this. We can make the line thick in this way. O dash to e dash, switch on the o snap. O dash to a dash, definitely visible because this is a o dash to a dash edge which will be visible. Similarly, this o to b and o to e will be visible. So we will join that first. O to e and o to e, right? Now whenever we are drawing any line, right, always we know that outline of the figure will be always visible, right? And whenever we are looking to this object from this side, we see that whole base, that is a pentagon base of the pyramid, will be visible. So we will join in a sequence a to b, b to c, c to d, d to e and e to a. So this base is completely visible whenever we are looking in this direction. I hope you are getting this. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good. Now, what is remaining? Edge, or we can say that O dash to C dash and O dash to D dash won't be visible whenever we are looking at this side, right? So this needed to be drawn by hidden line. Preferably, you take the hidden line thickness at 0.09. Okay, so we will join this O to D hidden. Similarly, O to C hidden. Okay, now I wanted to show the axis, so I will delete this line, right? So how to show the axis? From A dash to this E dash, this much is the only axis. So I change the line type from hidden to center. See, the distance between this uh, base base of the axis to this A is so small that it is not even appearing. So how to change the distance between this? So use the command lt scale. Okay, here you can see the scale factor is 1. I'm changing the scale factor to 0.25, or you can make the scale factor to slightly increased. So instead of 0.25, if you make it the 0.4 series, so even if we make a 0.4, we won't be able to see that it is a axis. Okay, no problem, right? So what is in the next step? This will be the solution for SVU 2023. Ahead is that whenever the question is having a one more angle, that is extension of this SVU 23 question is the top view of axis is inclined at 45 degree to the VP. So what we will have to do? We will have to take this complete object like this, select the E also, copy this, right, and we wanted to make it 45 degree to the VP, right? So this is the axis that we wanted to make a 45 degree to the VP. So we will select it again, right? Now anything mentioned? Yes. What is the position mentioned? Draw the front view and top view when the apex of the pyramid is nearer to VP. Now if we rotate 45 degree, look at this. If I rotate it like this, don't you think the apex is nearer to the VP? Yes, so that will be the correct position. If you do the reverse, that is, if you rotate it minus 45 in this way, so in this case the apex is not nearer to the VP but apex is nearer to the observer. That's why this won't lead you to the correct solution, right? So that's why the previous case which I have discussed, that select this entire, rotate, select the O, right, and make it 45 degree in this way, right? Now as this point is going outside, we will select it and we will move it closer to the O in this way. Okay, correct. Now once it is done, we will project it upwards. So I will project this O dash first. Here is the O point. Sorry, I need to change the line type from hidden to bilayer. Okay, I change the line type. Then I move the A point. Where is the A point? A point is, okay, let me change the, now it is changed. Okay, A point is till the top here, right? Then where is the point B? B point is still here, approximately here. Then where is the C point? C point is still the XY line. See this, right? So don't extend, no need to extend it, because C point will be only on the XY. Similarly, we will have D point till the XY like this, right? And the E point is above here, right? Now we will take the extension from this. So this A will intersect with this line, correct? So we will project it, copy this point. See this is the point A dash, correct? You can make it like this or you can rotate it, just for convenience. Now keep it as it is, copied from this place, right? Then where is our B point? B point is here, so I will draw a horizontal line from this will be the point B, right? So I'm copying this, deleting the E dash. So this is the point B dash, correct? Now where is the C dash? This is the point C dash. Copy this, correct? So this point we are getting is C dash. Where is our D dash? Closely look. D dash is on the left, right? And this right projector is for the E point. So I'm copying this C and I will place it here and I will rename it as D. Okay. Now where is E? E is here, which is on the horizontal line passing from the BE and projected from E here, right? So I'm copying this, okay, just deleting this B dash. Can move it closer if required. Yes. Now O dash point is on the XY. This is the point O dash, correct? Now how to join? If you look at this, to draw this front view, we will call it this as front view. We will have to look it in this direction, that is in this direction we will have to look, right? So whenever we are looking at this direction, we see that the complete base is visible, A B C D E, right? So first we will join the A B C D E by thick lines, so that we will be able to get the overall view of the object. A B C D, and then where is our E? This is our point E, right? Even though the ortho mode is on, I am using the O snap to join it correctly, right? Now whenever we are looking in this direction, we may not get exactly which is the outline, uh, which is the visible part for this. So now how to join? First you can join the outline of the figure. So how to get the outline? This is O dash, right? Now in this case you might switch off the ortho mode. If we join the B and A, look at this. If we join the O dash to B dash, A dash, it is falling inside. So instead of that, you join the O dash to B dash, which will be falling outside of the figure. So always join the O dash to A dash, O dash to B dash. That is these generators, or we can say slant edges. O dash to A dash, O dash to B dash, O dash to C dash, which are falling on the outside edge of the figure. So this O dash to B dash is falling outside. So you might see that whenever we are looking in this direction, OB might be visible, right? Similarly, OC could be visible and OD could be visible. So we join the O to C, which is also falling on the outer edge of the figure. That is the outline, right? So this we have joined. Now what is left? We see that O to A and O to E is remaining, correct? Because O to C and O to D are falling on horizontal line, so no need to join separately O to D, correct? So only two edges are remaining, O to A and O to E. Now whether to draw those hidden or dark, one rule you will remember, that a dark line cannot cross the dark line. So I cannot have the line which is passing from O, O, and this will be crossing a B dash C dash as a visible line, that is a thick line. So definitely this line should be hidden. Similarly, whenever we are joining this O dash to E dash, this visible line if we draw, it will be crossing a B dash to C dash as a visible line. So it is also not possible, because two visible lines cannot cross each other. They can meet but they cannot cross. So definitely this O dash to E dash should be drawn by hidden line. Now where is our apex? uh, that is for center, which I have not drawn. So I will locate that. This is the vertical line for the axis. This is a projection for the axis. this this is the point, right? I will trim this portion, right? And from this I will show the axis. See this is the axis I will show. Okay. Any doubts over this?
No, sir, understood.
Okay, okay. Chirayu. Okay, okay, so we'll discuss next question. If you have any questions, please post. While practicing, you may find out difficulties. I will find a solution and I will send you the solution. Now, in this case, the cone base diameter is not given. Okay, okay. So now, I will assuming here the cone base diameter is suppose 40 mm. Okay. So now, I will take the center point here. Line type instead of center, it should be bilayer 0.09. Okay. So radius in this case I am taking 20. Okay. Now what is the next step? Divide a given circle into 8 equal parts. For that we join one line which is from the geometric center to the edge, right? While drawing this line, make sure the ortho and O snap both are on, right? Otherwise you will end up with some another line which may not be horizontal, right? Moving it little closer, right? I will name these points. So 1 dash, sorry, 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 5, and then explode. Okay, I will select this line to divide this circle into the 8 parts. From the array I will select the polar array, then I will select the center here. By default this circle is divided into the 6 parts. I will make it as 8 in this way, and then I will move these points for renaming this. Okay, 7 and 8. Okay, now I will take the projections. Ortho mode can be on, right? 2 to 8, 3 to 7, 4 to 6, 5 ahead, right? Now, what is the axis length? Here it is mentioned as 70. So from this 3 7, I will extend this. I will take 70. I will connect it with the one of the generator. I will connect it with the generator passing from here. I will connect it with the generator passing from here. I will connect it here, and I will join this. We'll take one more line which will be connected between these end generators. Now we will name the base point which is center here as O, right? O, correct. Now what I will do, I will name these points in the front view also, correct. So for that I will take the text again, 1 dash, this is the generator 2 comma 8, so it will be 2 dash comma 8 dash, then we have 3 dash comma 7 dash, then we have 4 dash comma 6 dash for this, and finally we will have 5 dash, correct. We will select this, we'll make the height 5, right, then we will explode it, correct. Now we'll move this 1 dash here, we'll move this 2 dash comma 8 dash here. I will switch off the O snap so that it does not fetch you to the nearer snap points. 3 7 here, 4 6 on this line, and 5 on the edge this way. Similarly, I can copy this 1 dash to show the apex as O dash. Okay, yes. Now read the question again. A cone of 70 length of axis is resting on one of its generator in the HP. Now what is mentioned that it is resting on one of its generator on the HP. So this whole cone needs to be inclined in such a way that this is O dash to 5 dash or O dash to 1 dash is lying on HP, right? While its axis is inclined at 40 degree to the VP. So in the next step, now what we will have to do, axis we will have to make it at 40 degree to the VP such that axis is nearer to the observer, right? Sorry, apex is nearer to the observer. So in this case we will have to make it inclined. Now one more thing is given, draw the projections of this cone if the generators of the cone are inclined at 60 degree to the base. First I will tell you the second step, then I will go here and then I will tell you how to do. Okay, first we will incline this, copy, switch on the OSNAP and ortho, right. After moving or after copying, you can switch it off the OSNAP, keeping the ortho mode on, right. Now select this again, right, click on the rotate, select the preferably 5 dash so that whole figure will move ahead in this direction, right. Now we select the base point as 5. Now we will select the reference from the command line, then we will select the 5 again, we will select the O, and we will align it like this. Now we can move it on the left slightly in this way while switching off the O snap, right. Once we have done this, we take the projections from the all the points. So this is O dash, right? We take it from the 1, we take it from, I will slightly zoom here, right? So we'll take it from 2, we'll take it from 3 comma 7, we'll take it from 4 comma 6, and we will take it from 5 in this way, right? Now these all projections needed to be intersected with the projections obtained from this 1 to 8 points. So we will extend this 1 to 5. So here we are going to get the 5, here we are going to get the point 1, right? Then we will project the 2 comma 4, right? This is for 2, and this is for 4, and this is for 2. I will zooming it again. Right. So E, yes, okay, this much zoom is probably enough. Now for 3, this is the point 3, then 6 comma 8. See, this is the projector for 6, and this is the projector for 8. Finally we will place it 7, this is for 7, and if we extend this, so this will be the point O. So first we will look at the O, this will be the point O. Now we will look at the point 1 and 5. Where is 1? You can see here, this is the rightmost projection which is for 1, so this will be the point 1, right? Now where is 2? 2 and 8 will be on one vertical line, so we'll copy 2 and 8. Look at this, on this vertical line 8 and 2 will appear, so this is the point 8, sorry, this is the point 2, and this is the point 8, right? So we will have to move it very carefully. I'm switching off the O snap in this way. So you can see here, this is the point 2, right? And on same vertical line, a projection obtained from 8 and 6 will meet here, so this point will be 8, right? Now we will move the 3 comma 7, copy this, say this is the projection obtained from the 3, and this is the projection obtained from 7, and 3 and 7 lie on one vertical line, so here also they will lie on one vertical line like this. Similarly we'll copy it for 4 and 6. See, so we know that 2 and 4 on one horizontal line, and 6 and 8 on one horizontal line. So if this is the point 2, so in the same way on this horizontal line we will get is this as 4, and this is for 6, correct, in this way. Okay, so we'll place it like this, close to this. So this particular intersection, this line with this line, so this point is 4 and this point will be 6. Okay, finally only the 5 remaining, copy this 5, 5 will be on the same horizontal line here with the intersection obtained from this vertical line. Look at this will be the 5. Okay, now how to join? We see that whenever we are wanted to draw the top view, whole base will be visible. So in this case, switch on the line thickness to 0.3. We will take the ellipse command here. We select the axis and ellipse, right? So we select the one as a point, O snap on 1. Now you can see here, what is this asking? Specify other endpoint of the axis. So other endpoint is 5, right? Now it is asking specify the distance to the other axis. So what is the other axis? Definitely 7. In this way you can join. Now how to join this O to 7 or O to 3? Take a line command, select the apex, right? And here make sure that from the OSNAP settings tangent option is on. Here tangent, right here it is on. Now once you go there, you can see here this tangent option is getting appeared. Similarly on the other side I will show by zooming. See this line command O here closely. Here you can look, tangent option is getting appeared. Once it is done, now you can move the overlapping point outside of the figure or close to their respective points. Now for that you will have to switch off the OSNAP again. Okay, in this way it is done. Now where is the axis? You can see from this O to this point is the axis. So what I can do, I will delete this projection, or I can move this OSNAP ortho mode on till here, and I will select the axis with the center line. I will join it from here in this way, changing the line thickness to 0.09, changing the line type to center. Say this is the axis we have shown. Okay, in this way we have to show. Now how to proceed, because now the next part could be somewhat critical. Here it is mentioned that axis is inclined at 40 degree to the VP. So we can make this axis inclined at 40 degree to the VP, right? I have not made the, this is thick. Okay, so wait, inside generators of the cone need not to be made thick. I am changing their thickness in this way. Similarly this I need to make thick, so I am selecting the edge match properties in this way, selecting this match properties. This is the outside edge, this is the outside edge, this is the outside edge in this way. Now this is done. Now so axis needs to be inclined at 40 degree to the VP and apex is nearer to the observer. So in this case this apex O needs to be in a downward direction, that then only it will be towards the observer. At the same time this axis needs to be inclined at 40 degree to the VP. Now they have, what they have mentioned ahead, draw the projections if this cone, if the generators of the cone are also inclined at 60 degree to the base. This is somewhat misleading. So if you don't understand anything, so what you can do, select this, okay, copy it here. Now while copying you need to ensure that you are also copying the projections. Why we need to copy the projections? Because uh, whenever you are copying the things, you will not be getting this exact endpoint. So this distance which is there also need to be copied so that you get the exact points. So I copy this, I can copy this for reference like this, copy it, and then in this way you can see that this 8 and 6, 5 and 2, and then I'm extending this so that I get 1 on this edge, 5 on this edge. These are you can obtain. Similarly this I'm joining so that axis also can be located in this way. Okay, now once I have done this, I will select this again, I will use the rotate, and I will select this. Now what I want it is to be inclined at 40 degree, right? But what is the location? Apex needs to be towards the observer. So in this case I will move it minus 40 degree in this way. Okay, deleting this. I'm deleting these projections which are now not required. Moving this object below the XY line like this. Okay. Now, if suppose you don't understand anything ahead, and if you leave it this much, how much marks you will get? So generally for this stage 1 you will get 6 to 7 marks. For this again, next stage 2 you will get 6 marks suppose. So 6 plus 6 or 7 plus 6, 13 marks, right? And for this you will get 1 or 2 marks. So minimum you will get 13 to 14 marks if you leave it at this point. Okay. Now if you know how to proceed then, right? So what I want, this angle in this case is mentioned as 40 degree of the axis, right? And also we need to make the generator at 60. So what I need to do here, I need to take the angle here, or we need to make one horizontal line here like this. Then from this horizontal line I will make a angle of 40 degree. This angle is already a 40 degree. I will just measure it. Yes, it is 40 degree. Now what I wanted to make this generator incline at an angle 60. So from this point I will draw one line which will be inclined at an angle 60 degree. Okay. So how to do that? I will take one line, this point. I want the angle between this inclined line and this horizontal line at 60. Okay. So with reference to this, I wanted to incline this line, rotate this as a base point, right? And I wanted to make this line inclined by an angle 60 so that it moves on the this side. Okay. So in this case I will move by 30 degrees so that the angle will be is 60 in this way, right? Now let us measure the angle here. See this is the 60 degree angle we get. Now I will move this whole figure, select this, uh, select this edges, 6, 7, 8, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, this, right? Now I wanted to use the rotate, right? And then this is the axis. I wanted to make it align on this line. See. So what I will do, I will currently delete this portion, or I will move it separately. Delete it, this. Okay, I needed to retain this. See this. What was the original angle of the axis? They have mentioned 40 degree. And what is the one more thing they have mentioned? Generator of the cone needs to be inclined at 60 degree to the base. So I should make the axis align with this line instead of this line. Okay, that's what they have mentioned. So how to do it? I will copy this again like this, right? Then I will I will have to rotate it like this. Then I will type the angle 60, but it is moving in the other direction. So what I will do, I will copy, rotate, or I will copy this first, keeping this base point here, right? Then move, keeping this base point here. Then I wanted to make this axis align with this, so I will rotate this as a base point. This is a reference. I wanted to take this as a reference, this as a point O, right? And then I wanted to align it like this. In this way you can do. Could you get this?
Yes, sir. Good.
Difficult, right?
Yes, sir.
Ah. So whenever such question arise, what is the first thing you have to do? Rujul, you can neglect this. This is not for you. Okay? Because third step is
Okay,
anyways
sir.
not for you. Right? So if I delete everything and tell you what is to be done, just you copy this axis length, hmm, here, then incline this axis by the angle given. So what is the angle they have mentioned? 40 degree, right? So I will rotate this 40, but by minus 40 because I wanted to make this in this way, right? So I will move this. Now what they have mentioned, they have mentioned that generator is also making a 60-degree with the base. So from this I will draw one horizontal line, right? Then I will draw this vertical line from the end of the axis. Now I want this angle between this vertical line and this horizontal line to be 60-degree. So I will select this, I will use the rotate, I will select this as a base point, and I will rotate on this side 30-degree, so that the angle between this and this is now 60-degree. In this way you will have to do. Getting how to do it? 60-degree.
Yes, sir.
Ah. Now what you have to
Yes,
do,
sir.
once it is done, just copy this cone entirely somewhere here, right? Now we wanted to move this cone with this as a base point and place it here, correct? Now we will select the cone, we wanted to rotate, we will select this phi as a point, we will use a reference, we will select here phi again, second point as O, and now we will align this in this way. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Now usual procedure is to be done to get this projection. So we will take this O, right? O is on the horizontal line. Then we will select the 1 is on this edge, right? 2, 2 is here, right? 3, 3 on this edge, right? 4, 4 is here, right? 5, 5 I missed location, so I'm extending this. Ortho switched off. Sorry, I difficult to get this 5 now. Ortho needs to be switched off. Yes, now it is extended. Yes, 5 is on this edge, right? ortho on again. Phi is on the baseline, xy line, correct? In this way, then we get the 6, then we get the 7, then we get the 8. Okay. Right? Now we know that 5 will be here, right? So I can directly move this 5 dash, copy, this point will be 5 dash, or if I want to move it from here, copy this 5, 5 will be here, right? Now from each individual point here, we will copy this 4 comma 6, say this will be the projector obtained from 6, so I am extended till here only. 4 is already there on this line. Similarly 3 comma 7, 7 is on the rightmost edge, this, right? 3 will be already on this line. Then we get the 2 comma 8, this is 2, and on the right side of it this is 8. Now we get the topmost 1, 1 is here, right? So now we move these points, 1, copy, so here we get the 1, right? Then 2, copy. So this horizontal line is for 2 dash, and this is for 8 dash. We know that 2 dash and 8 dash on one horizontal line, so let us copy it 2 times, right? So here we will delete the 8, and on the right side we will delete the 2. Okay, series in this way, right? So I will extend this. Yes, it is the 8 point, correct? Now 1 2 5 8 is located, we will look at the 3 comma 7. Where is 3 7? This is the horizontal line for 3 7. This is the 3 is on the outermost edge, so this is 3, and this is the 7 is on the outermost edge, this is for 7, right? So we select this, this is 3, and here we'll select it for 7. Okay, then we move the 4 comma 6, this is the generator or projection for 4 comma 6, so this is the 4, and this is the 6. Deleting here 6, and from this edge I'm deleting the 4. Now how to join? Here if you see that O is visible, right? But part of the base of the cone may not be visible. So in this case, part of the cone base will be visible, part will not be visible. So in this case, we will have to use a spline command, right? First, we will have to we will not make it thick. We will make a thick later on. First, we will join in a sequence. Then we will join the boundaries. Then we can decide how much, which part is thick, which part is not thick. Okay. So this is our point 1, right? This point is 2, this point is 3, this point is 4, this point is 5, this point is 6, go slowly, this point is 7, this point is 8, this point is 9. Now just left click, don't move your mouse, immediately place the right click in this way. Now you might not be very perfect with this, right? Even I have made a little bit fumble here, right? Slightly my mouse moved, right? So don't worry about that, whatever is the shape you get, it might be considered as correct. Okay, so now from this one I will draw here tangent like this, and this is already a tangent line here, correct? Now select these two edges, make is thick, right? Now this much is the portion that you needed to make it as thin, and outer is the portion that we will have to make it as thick. So now what we will do, we will make the hidden line, right? I will delete this, then I will redraw. Okay, one, then two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and then one, right click, and then I will trim it here because I could not meet the exact points like this, right? Now we'll make it thick, pi layer 0.3. We will use it spline command again, and then we will go from this 1 to 2, 3, 4, this much is thick. Okay, and then from 8 to this is 1 as thick in this way, and this much portion I will again trim it here. See, okay. Seems to be complicated, but it's very easy if you follow the points. Did you get it?
So how did you know that you had to incline it to the HP also? Like there was no statement you could incline to the HP also.
Yeah. Yes. So what is mentioned in this case? You are asking a different question, or with this reference?
Yes. No, sir, I was asking why, how come did you know that it was inclined to HP also, like in the second step?
Ah,
How did you know that you had to do that step also?
how to place it like this? Correct?
No, sir, why did you place it? I mean, there was no statement, no?
Yes.
It, uh,
It is mentioned the length of axis. Sorry, 70 length of axis is resting on one of its generator in the HP. Now, I will switch on my camera so you will understand. See, if this is a cone, right? If the cone is placed on this base, right? So it is easier to make it align it like this, so that if we make the cone on the below the xy line, base I need to be below the xy line, so that you can incline it. And then if this is the generator which is on the horizontal lines, you can say that the generator is on the HP. Now take a reverse case. If the cone is like this, right? So this is a base circle, we will draw it on the, we can say draw it on the VP. Now after you incline this like this, so don't you think that one of the generator is instead of HP it's in the VP?
okay, sir, understood.
Yeah, that's why you make a base it like this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So we will stop now. If you have any questions, please post. Also do the practice of the ortho, sectional ortho, because those are carrying 30 marks. But I do think it should not be the first question that you attempt, ortho or sectional ortho, because those 30 marks will take you more than 1 hour, right? And if you exceed uh, 1 hour 10 minutes or so, you will become panic, because your whole paper attempt will be only 30, and you will not know that whether I have gone correct or wrong. Correct. So I suggest you might start with
Okay,
the
sir.
lines or planes, right? Should not take more than 20 minutes for each 10 marks question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir.